Yep. Sure am. I just, this was done, but it just felt too unfinished to me. Like it needs to be cleaned up more. I see too much brush stroke, and I don't really want that. Or I guess canvas through the brush strokes. Hey Mizo, how you doing, man? Good morning. I've been up this morning. I've been up since 7 a.m. I was filling out a grant. So, fingers crossed we get it. Hey, how you doing? And thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Just been creating a lot more paintings than usual, which is good. Oh, yeah. Man, I completely understand that. Like, I'm working on a series and it's taken a while. It's like a 12-piece series. I'm halfway done. I just finished the sixth. And yeah, I really do I kind of took a break from that just for now cuz it's it I want to get the show ready in August. So I just took a little bit of a break to just work on stuff I've been wanting to work on. And in a way, it's helped me clear my mind a lot and come back to it with a fresh face or with a new face or, you know. But yeah, I mean, you're working with somebody else, so there's a deadline. I mean, I have a deadline too, August, August 3rd. That's when this is going to happen, but I still have enough time, and I feel like I can finish the rest of those paintings fast, and still high quality and everything. But you know what I mean. Oh, thanks, Faint Bunny OG. Why do people do that? Like, it's funny. Yeah, finding a balance, right? Like yesterday, I took a day off of just like looking at screens and everything because this last week, like with all the sales calls and everything like that, it, it's embarrassing to say my screen time was 20 hours every day last week, and I needed a break. So yesterday I took an entire day off just to let my eyes rest and everything. But the good news is sales have been good. This is definitely my best month in a while. Actually, my best month ever. No, I take that back. It's not. Oh, it's for work stuff, like just finding different leads and sales and stuff for paintings. So that's basically how I get a lot of my sales is through online. Just for now, during the summers, I do festivals and everything. Those are pretty. They could be hit or miss. Sometimes they can be extremely lucrative, like enough sales to just have a. I'm pretty sure you've done a festival before, but yeah. So we'll see. During the summer, I'll be off my screens. Moral of the story: it's almost done. Just a couple more months. And when I say that, I mean like five. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did one last year that was in Toledo, Ohio, and I'm based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it was like I think it was like a 5 hour drive, which wasn't bad, but Airbnb, Airbnb, Buffy, everything like that, and I think I made $300 only, like gross, gross income. Yeah, it just wasn't worth it, and it was because of just how hot it was. It was specifically the weather. Oh, you do a small one. I try to do at least nine, and I mean, I do love the travel, meeting new people and everything like that about it, but definitely setting up and tearing down is brutal. I need to get like one of those mesh screen sort of ones that are like, they're like $1,000, but they just make setting up easier. I use grids and they're just huge. Oh yeah, Three Rivers Art Festival was one here in Pittsburgh. That's amazing. There's also the State College Art Fair. That one's good. There's some in Philly too. The Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Festival. That one's good. I did. Yeah, I definitely. I need to do the same. I have grids right now, but they're way too heavy. I need some pro panels or something. That's what this grant is for. The one that I just applied to. So oh, that's not the worst idea. One of my uh, one of my buddies over here actually does festivals and stuff full time, and he makes all his own stuff at Home Depot too. His setup is really nice though. It it definitely shows how many years he's been in them. This is like I think this is going to be my third year. Yeah, because I started in 23, and it wasn't like anything big. Yeah, yeah, right. And it's really hard to sell a painting that's like a couple thousand in a bad setup. I'd also one thing that I would love. All right, bye, Caesar. One thing I would love is to fully upgrade my website too. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is also a good one to find a cheap canopy. I have like one from Walmart. And it's stood the test of time. It's 3 years in, and it's still pretty good. But yeah, there is some festivals. I was gonna do one in Alexandria that are so snobby and ridiculous. This one in Alexandria, Virginia, said you couldn't have any type of tables that weren't wooden or glass. Like, that's insane. Yeah, and it was all like pro panels and stuff like that. Like that was all the requirements, and I would have got accepted, but I just didn't have the setup for it. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe some year, we'll see. I feel like they're just way too picky. Oh yeah, yeah. I did the Ann Arbor one last year, which I didn't know this is the biggest one in the United States. but they like the last day, and it really sucked because first day I didn't make much. Second day I made a lot, and the third day was really starting to look the same. And then at like 12 or something like that, they said that they were going to close the place off because there was a big storm coming. And the storm never came. So we closed the shop and everything for nothing. It was just really disappointing. Ann Arbor kind of bougie. I mean, I had grids and like you can't have exposed grids. That's the thing. So I had grids, and I used to work at a print shop, and I took a bunch of jersey material, like for football jerseys, for like that were white, and just cut them all up to be like the shape of my canvas or my canopy, and fitted them all like to cover the grids, and it worked. So that was pretty clutch. So I would say no, it's not too bougie. There was a very like there is definitely a level of professionalism in everybody though. So yeah, I saw some other artists do that one time, and I was like, oh man, I'm totally gonna steal your idea. Except he just used like drop cloths. I used jersey because it was the perfect material because it's nice and stretchy, and it doesn't tear, and it doesn't get too many stains. That's like one thing about festivals. I feel like my stuff always gets stained. Like my walls and stuff, like they just kind of get gross. I am pretty excited about this year with festivals. It'll be fun. I mean, it's it's a lot of work and everything, but it feels like padded panels, and that would be a pain to haul around. Yeah, I don't like those. I like the ones that are like they're like little grids, and they look really nice. They're lightweight. The only thing is they're like a couple thousand, like $1,000 or 1,500 or something, you know. But yeah, those are great. The pro panels suck. But I mean, dude, your stuff would do great at one of those. Mine is like sometimes it's kind of hard because a lot of my stuff is very introspective and everything like that. It's hard to get people in that sort of mood to be self-reflective. When it's it's like a festival. Thank you. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. There's a lot of curmudgeons. And it's, I kind of just had a bit of an epiphany about how a lot of people don't realize what we artists do to make our income. You know, like I mean, it is kind of being like a outsider of the I don't know, the system of everyday life. Or just what it demands. Like I have some friends and stuff that are like, like I get people looking, but please do turn people off. Oh yeah, yeah. I agree on that. The only problem is like the younger generation doesn't have money, um, because a lot of my clientele is the younger generation. Um, and so like the ones that I do, that make purchases, of course, have a lot of money, but it's always someone who works on an oil rig, or you know what I mean, or someone who just graduated from med school and needs something for their new house. It's just more I guess higher educated. I mean, that's for the originals like Prince and stuff. I mean, I have a lot of like younger people, like people that are like still seeking truth. I feel like that's a big part of my artwork is, or my allure or something to people is truth seekers, because a lot of my work is uh, like a question, you know, a question that doesn't give an answer, but it just brings it up. And I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, I agree. We need a younger generation that has money. And less uh, spam all over the internet. I can't tell you how many times I get, I almost hate having a commission page because the amount of spam I get from that is ridiculous. And when I say commission page, I mean a commission page on my website. Yeah, exactly. Like these paintings take so much time, and it's not even just on the painting itself, but just figuring out the idea, the concept of it, and everything like that. It's a lot of time, a lot of materials. It's not worth, like, one of these I sell for 125, and it's because I'm actually, putting in the effort for it. If I didn't care about this thing, it'd be like $40. But I genuinely care about the painting, and that value, um, it's way more valuable than just you know something to look at. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta dive in, man. Hey. Yeah. No, I completely understand that. I do I do agree. I also think, some paintings are just a step in a new direction or a step in the right direction. You know, like a sort of experimental, but it's like very gradual. It's a refinement of style. That doesn't mean just be like, oh, I guess this is done. Like this painting, I was thinking that, like, I guess this is done, and then I was like, wait, no, there's so much more I can do to this. So I took the varnish off and started reworking it. I I also feel like I've made a lot of paintings the last couple weeks, which is it's good for festivals. I want to see if one of my buddies wants to do a festival with me again this year. I I always think that's really fun because last year I went to a festival with one of my friends, and it both wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be, but it was still fun. And oh man, I'll tell you, like a day after a day, whenever whenever you're closed for the day and going to the bar to have like a couple drinks with your friend who's also doing the same thing, it's fun. In between making products and making art. Yeah, I agree. I think it's like knowing not to feed the, there's this David Bowie interview that I like, and he says, don't don't feed the peanut gallery, you know, don't feed into the peanut gallery, like the people that have the cheap seats and stuff. And I really like that because it's true. Just don't think about what somebody's gonna think of you, but just keep working on your craft. I think that's the big thing about it, like thinking, oh, this will sell, like what's gonna sell versus what comes to mind, you know? Yeah. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I'm glad that does that. Oh man. Hey man, you too. Go make some good breakfast, man. Have a productive day. That's what I'm definitely trying to have a nice productive day, and it has been that so far. So, yeah, man. Talk to you later. Ugh. Not what I wanted. Not too bad looking. It's not looking bad. The thing I hate about these is you can see the wood, you know, you can see that. You can see these bumps and stuff. I don't like that. Maybe I'm gonna use a matte varnish on this time. Too much texture. I'm just kind of looking at the painting in the camera. This is a pretty good hack for if you're feel like you're kind of stuck, is to look at it through camera or look at the painting upside down for a bit. Keep it like that for an hour or two, and flip it right side up. Gives you fresh eyes. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm just gonna work on this more off camera, and yeah, click the like, subscribe.